Cek 3, 2, 1, cek. Okay. Alright, so good evening everyone. Welcome back. My name is Akbar and tonight we are going to be talking about the current situation about pandemic and especially in Cianjur. So tonight actually I am in a cozy place. It's in a SL guest house and it's pretty good to stay here if you are tired from coming from Bandung or Puncak and then you go to Cianjur and you can come here and stay here. It's a good place to stay. And we got a special guest tonight. Uh, I am I will interview him and talk about a lot of about Cianjur and a lot of things. So good evening, sir.
Evening, Akbar. Thank you
Thank-
for having
How are
me
you?
in this
Conversation.
in this session.
All right. So welcome. And this is gonna be my first podcast. So I feel honored that I have a chance to interview you. So how are you tonight?
I've been very good. I'm very well.
All right. So maybe you can introduce yourself first.
My name's Yudi. I've been working on the tour and travel business, tourism business,
Mm-hmm.
in the last 10 years.
10 years.
10
That's
years.
that's a long
About-
time, man.
Yeah, intensively 10
Mhm.
years.
Mhm.
Although we started back in 2007.
Okay.
But in the beginning, as you know, most business was kind of slow.
That's
And
right. Yeah, yeah.
It's really up and running
Yes.
since 2010
Okay.
up to now.
Mm-hmm. So right now you are running this guest house, right? Tell me about this place.
Yeah, well, I'm running the guest house.
Yes.
In the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
the guest house is catered
Okay.
only for foreign tourists.
Oh, I see.
So only for the foreign tourists, foreign travelers,
Mm-hmm.
meaning tourists
Yes.
who came to Cianjur
Mm-hmm.
with the group
Mm-hmm.
organized by the travel agent. But we had also independent travelers who came here on their own,
Okay.
wanting to know about the local culture, the local food, and also to see some of the nicest places that Cianjur has to
Wow.
offer.
Yeah, that's interesting, because even for us Indonesian, especially local people, they don't think that Cianjur has something to offer for tourism industry. And it's unique for you that you can invite foreigner from other country to come and see how is Cianjur. So what make you think Cianjur is a good place for other countries to come to Cianjur?
Okay, when you talk about tourism,
Yeah.
in this country, in Indonesia,
Mm-hmm.
of course you want to talk about the mainstream tourism,
Yeah.
such as Bali, Lombok,
Yeah, they are so famous out there.
Yogyakarta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's world famous.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Jakarta also.
Yeah, but the challenge when mass tourism happen,
Mm-hmm.
it gradually lose its culture.
Okay.
Things are a lot more commercialized.
I see. That's
People
correct.
are not too genuine anymore. So,
Yeah, I agree.
as you know, for us,
Mm-hmm.
Bali is not a good representative of Indonesia.
Okay.
And if you go to Kuta
Mm-hmm.
in Bali, most tourists are Australian. So
Yeah,
it's a bit like part of Australia.
Okay. So the culture from Australia is adapt to the Bali culture.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's because many Australians
Mm-hmm.
came to Bali.
Okay.
So it's a bit like the second home to the Australian.
Yeah, yeah.
And the drinking culture also is quite strong
Mm-hmm.
for the Australian, and we see that drinking culture in Bali.
Okay. So.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I'm saying is that Bali
Mm-hmm.
is not a real representative of Indonesia.
Yeah.
And because of the mass tourism, as I
Mm-hmm.
said before,
Mm-hmm.
uh, things change. They're not genuine anymore.
Okay.
So that's why I have the initiative
Mm-hmm.
to offer foreigners
Mm-hmm.
a real Indonesia.
Okay.
And Cianjur, it becomes off the beaten track. What
Okay.
I mean by off the beaten track is
Mhm.
not a popular tourist destination.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I said before.
Yeah, and it's also because it's not a popular destination,
Mhm.
it becomes unique.
I
And
see.
actually, many tourists
Mhm.
wants to see the real Indonesia,
Yeah, I
but
believe so.
because they don't have enough information,
Mhm.
they don't come
Okay.
to places like Cianjur.
All right.
So lucky I did a lot of work
Mhm.
on promoting Cianjur,
Yeah,
inviting tourists
I believe
to
you
come
are
and
you are
see
one of
Cianjur.
the pioneer, right? To this kind of attraction in
Yeah.
Cianjur.
Well,
Yeah.
it was difficult,
Mhm.
and people think it was impossible
Yeah.
to
That's right.
run tourism business for foreigner
Mhm.
in non-touristy place.
Yes. You know, a lot of people know Puncak, know Bandung, but Cianjur, even for local, they don't know anything like that, right? Even do they know the specialty of Cianjur? When they heard the word Cianjur, they sometimes like my friend, from Batam. When I said I am from Cianjur, where is that? Is it near Bandung? Yes. So people know nothing about Cianjur, and you are good to have such a idea to promote Cianjur.
Well, as generally speaking,
Mhm.
as a whole,
Mhm.
Indonesia
Mhm.
is very attractive country
Okay.
for tourists, for
Mhm.
Western
Yeah.
especially, because we are so different. But the problem is, they won't come to Cianjur if they don't have someone who can show Cianjur properly.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Do,
need the people who knows what they want.
do you think government should take a part? I mean, to promote Cianjur. Do,
Well,
do
if
they
they,
do they did something, or only a couple person who promote to other country?
for my organization,
Mhm.
I do not wait
Mhm.
and I do not ask the
Mhm.
local authority
Mhm.
to promote tourism in Cianjur
Yeah, that's why they need.
because it's not easy.
Yeah.
But the current tourism department in Cianjur, I
Mhm.
think they support us pretty well.
Okay, that's a good thing then.
Yeah,
All right,
we
so
got a lot of support.
mhm. because
the local tourism
yeah,
department.
they should support us. Otherwise, who else? All right, so yeah, that's a good thing for Cianjur. They now have guests from other country and local
Well,
also.
in the meantime, no,
Yeah,
because of this pandemic.
that's what I'm going to talk. In this situation, couple months ago, we got a pandemic coming from China. It started from China, right? In the November, I guess. And then in Indonesia itself, it started from March, I guess, from Jakarta, and then spread to whole country.
Yeah.
And today, I read the news and the numbers, the confirmation, it got 151,000
Cases.
cases and 105,000 cured,
Yeah.
and then 6,600 pass away because of the virus. And the spreading itself mostly comes from Jakarta. It's 22%, and then second one is Jawa Timur, which is 20%, and Cianjur, not really Cianjur, I mean West Java itself, it's only 6%. So I believe that it will affect the tourism situation. Not only situation, economic, traffic, I mean everything got affected by COVID-19.
Okay.
And for you
from
itself,
my
yeah.
point, this is how it affects my business.
Yes.
Because I'm on the tourism industry,
Yes.
and all my clients
Hmm.
are foreigners.
Yes.
Since the COVID-19 outbreak,
Hmm.
and in March,
Mhm.
all the foreigner coming to Cianjur,
Hmm.
organized by travel agent,
Okay.
or who were coming here independently, they were all cancelled because there were no flight
Yeah.
and a lot of restriction
Hmm.
to come to Indonesia.
They even
Restriction not only for them to come to Indonesia, to leave their country.
yeah.
So it was difficult,
Mhm.
and we haven't had any guests, foreign guests,
Hmm.
since March.
Okay. So
You know,
it's-
that's how it impacts our business,
that's
and it
huge impact.
affects all people who work in the tourism industry,
Hmm.
like hotel,
Yeah.
like the restaurant,
Yep.
the people who organize the transport
Hmm.
for the tourists,
Hmm.
places of interest
Hmm.
like Borobudur Temple, Prambanan Temple,
Bali,
Bali,
they close.
they all stop,
Yeah.
and this hurts the economy,
Hmm.
and also the tour guide,
Hmm.
the local guide.
Yeah. They
They
are
got no
all
job. They have no job.
yeah.
They have to change the job
Mhm.
to be able to survive.
Yeah, that's right. So now it's almost few months. I mean, 4 months, right? Since March. And how is it going for now? Is it still for how about local people?
Well, it's because
Mm.
I have to survive,
Hmm.
and I didn't have any income
Hmm.
because of no foreign tourists came.
Hmm.
Lucky, I also now,
Mhm.
because I'm on accommodation business
Hmm.
beside tour and travel, which was only for foreign guests before.
Mm-hmm.
So I welcome the local guests to come here.
So you make a kind of adjustment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how
but
do you?
but then again, during the semi-lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
during the Indonesian style lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
they call it PSBB.
Yep.
Also, the business was very slow.
Yeah. A lot of restriction.
A lot of restriction,
And
and people were scared.
yeah.
No wedding,
Uh-huh.
no nothing,
Yep.
no gathering.
No gathering.
You see, sometime in our guest house, we had guests
Mm-hmm.
who were going, like the family member of people who are getting married.
I
And
see.
they were staying here, a big group,
Yeah. Yeah.
20, 25,
Mm-hmm.
coming from other part of the country,
Yeah.
coming from central Java
Mm-hmm.
or neighboring cities,
Now they are gone.
because there are no wedding
Yeah.
or weddings is not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
We had no big weekend local group people.
Okay. And I also believe that people from other country are scared to come to Indonesia. You know, you see the numbers; it keeps increasing, right? The cases. So I believe that makes other people from other country are afraid to come to Indonesia.
Yeah, of course they're afraid,
Mhm.
but also it's just too difficult.
Mm.
Now I read the news that Bali is
Mhm.
opening up tourism
Mhm.
on next month,
Mhm.
September 11th. Yeah.
They,
But the
mhm.
tourists who are coming to this country,
Mhm.
they have to be quarantined for 14 days.
That's a long
And
time.
if they are clear
Mhm.
of no virus, they can stay. They can leave the quarantine. But 2 weeks of quarantine is too long.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a waste of time.
waste of time. Yeah.
I think they won't attract a lot of tourists
Mhm.
with this kind of regulation.
Yeah. And now, so our only our only hope is only from local people, which is local is now has started to get bored at home, and they are start to go to the tourism place. I
Yeah.
I read the news that last week during the our Independence Day, most of the tourism places are full of people,
Yeah.
and the government said, please don't do that, and they hope it never happen again because they believe it will increase the cases more and more.
Yeah.
And how about uh, economic situation in the, not only tourism place, I mean whole Cianjur?
Okay. Let me first say this to you.
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people, they're breaking the protocol.
Mm-hmm.
They say like social distance, wearing mask, not to be in the crowd and all that.
Yeah.
Well-meaning.
Yeah.
But economically, it
Mhm.
will ruin the economy. It will not only ruin, but it will kill the economy.
Okay.
If they continue with the protocol, they
Uh-huh.
couldn't make any money. They could not survive. And
Okay.
because survival is number one,
Mm-hmm.
that's why they break the rule. They break the rule.
I saw that in some places people start to celebrate a party, start the weddings, and lot of crowds in that place. So they kind of ignore that protocol from the government.
Yes.
So that's a bad thing, right? Not a good thing.
Well, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. So.
One thing I know,
Uh-huh.
people begin to doubt
Mhm.
about this COVID-19.
Yeah, since the
But
beginning, I guess.
how dangerous the
Mm.
COVID-19 is.
Yeah.
Because I believe there is a lot of conspiracy
Mm.
in the WHO.
Yeah. I heard that conspiracy too.
Yeah.
I heard that Cianjur is going to help,
Oh, election.
election. Yeah, election. Do do they still do that?
I think they will go ahead with that.
When is it? Do you know?
Sometime at the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
I think October.
Okay.
At the end of October.
So normally the election is going to be in some place with lots of people come to the.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Having a lot of people going to the ballot,
Mhm.
you can help it. But I think from what I know, they do what is called the protocol, like social distancing with wearing masks and all that.
And also for the people who will get elected, they cannot gather people to do their campaign as usual, right? So do you think that will affect the election?
It will.
It will, right?
People wouldn't know the candidate
Yeah, that's right.
if there is no campaign.
Mhm. So will be less people will use their
They're
right
right
to choose, right?
to vote.
To vote, yeah.
I think so. Because
Okay.
they didn't know who to vote.
Mhm. Okay, so last maybe, what is your thought? What is your hope for the future in Cianjur and tourism uh, situation?
Well, I hope the tourism in Cianjur will grow bigger and bigger
Mhm.
because tourism that's a big business
Mhm.
and it helps not only Cianjur economy but also the country's economy
Mm.
because people bring in their dollars, their euro,
Mhm.
and spend it
Mhm.
in our country. It's a big help. Many countries prosper from tourism, like Thailand. 70% of the country's GDP
Mhm.
comes from tourism.
Tourism, yeah. I believe that that's a good decision if you make your country or your area tend to the tourism situation.
Yes,
All right, so
that's my hope.
yeah, I hope
Not
it.
because of the pandemic,
Uh-huh.
don't know,
Mhm.
and I hope people are not too afraid of the virus
Mhm.
because I believe
Mhm.
when you get the virus, it's not the end of your life. It's not that
Yeah.
dangerous. But the
Hun-
fear of getting the virus, it cripples the economy.
Yeah, that's correct. You see,
It
100,000 are
it
cured.
hurts the economy a lot.
Yeah, you see
Many
Singapore,
people lose the job.
you see USA, their economic are going down.
Yeah. In Cianjur, thousands and thousands of people
Mhm.
lose their job.
Yeah, I believe so.
I was reading on the news
Mhm.
a few weeks ago. People who works in the restaurant and the hotel business in Cianjur,
Mhm.
2,500 people
Mhm.
lost their job.
Lost their job. Yeah, that's not a
Not
good
to
thing.
mention one of the biggest shoes manufacturer
Mhm.
in Cianjur. They had to lay off
Mhm.
about 5,000 people. It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. That's only in Cianjur.
Yeah. And also many small business went bankrupt.
Yeah, I believe so. That's happened for the whole country, I guess. All right, so I guess that's all.
Well, thank
And
you for interviewing me.
thank you so much.
See you on
Another
your
topics.
next podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I
You're
hope
welcome.
that everything's going well in the future in your business,
Yeah.
and also our pandemic situation getting better.
Will end soon.
Will end soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you.
night, sir.
Good night.
All right. So guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you again in another topic. And I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home if you can. Or you can go to tourism place to support other people businesses. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.